Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Gisselle Pombar, and I'm really excited to tell you about my app called Echo. But before I tell you about the app and a little bit about myself, let me ask you all a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you were spending hours studying on a subject, and then when it came time to actually retain that information, you felt that, it was just going in one ear and out the other?
What?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly how I felt, and I know exactly how frustrating that can be. But what if there was a solution to essentially help us improve our memory and actually retain information much more effectively?
Are you going to sell us supplements? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Today I'm excited to show you all a powerful learning tool that can help us do just that. So, as a previous graduate student at MIT, I worked tirelessly 6 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day. My schedule was packed with teaching, classes, and research, of course. And, it came to the point where, I started getting overwhelmed and, I struggled to keep up with my coursework. Imagine if I had Andy's meditation app, though, I'm sure I would have been able to handle that stress a little bit.
Or better yet, Giselle's drink app.
Or exactly. And essentially I started becoming obsessed with finding better ways to essentially learn and study. And so that's why I created Echo. Echo is a flashcard app based on a spaced repetition algorithm to optimize learning and retention. So Echo is more than just a tool, it's a passion project of mine that addresses a fundamental challenge in our education, which is the ability to effectively retain and apply that knowledge. With Echo, users can easily create flashcard decks and assign difficulty levels to each of the cards during study sessions, and the app will automatically implement the algorithm to ensure that user is being exposed to hard material much more frequently for maximum retention. So, how about we get started? And let's create an account for Todd. And so here you'll be directed to your dashboard. And as you can see here, Todd actually already started a few decks of his own. But for the sake of the presentation, let's create a new one. So how about we do everyone's favorite subject, chemistry. And let's actually do periodic table elements. It's a little pop quiz and refresher. How about, let's start off with some easy ones. H for hydrogen, C for carbon. And anyone know what Br is?
Bromine.
There we go. Let's actually add one more. Let's add a trickier one. Anybody know what Pb is? So you definitely don't want that in your sandwich. So we'll definitely have to review that one. And so as you can see here, it's going to show up in your dashboard, and now we can actually go ahead and start the session. So as you can see here, the symbol will be in the front, and the name will be on the back. And as we said, hydrogen and carbon, we can rate as, we know those are pretty easy. Bromine, a little trickier, so we'll mark that as medium. And lead, yeah, we definitely have to review that one again. And let's actually see the algorithm at work. And so let's actually restart that session. And as you can see here, lead is now showing up first, so that the harder material that we assigned previously is now showing up more frequently. And now that we know that lead should not be going in our sandwiches, we can actually reassign that and assign it to a different level so that the algorithm will take that into account next time you revisit this study session.
Cool.
And if you'd like, you can actually get an overview of the deck just by listing out the material. And then if you want, we can actually delete it and create a new deck. And so now, let's sign out and I forgot to mention, I would actually use this on the go, and it's actually also mobile responsive. For the tech stack, I built the database using MongoDB. The API was built using Express and Node.js. The front end was built using React and React Bootstrap for the styling. The API and front end was deployed and hosted using Google Cloud Platform, and Firebase Auth and SSL certifications were used for security. For future work, I would love to implement a collection of pre-made decks for the users and actually incorporate time study sessions. And let me know if you have any questions.